Well, all right, everyone, caught up. Catch up with me here now, live. Phone lines are open right now. That is Caught Up by Kari R. Taylor. She is my guest for today, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in as of right now. Welcome, Kari. Welcome to my platform.
Hi, Brenda. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm so excited.
Yes, you have a powerful voice. Powerful voice. Oh, my gosh. Caught Up. I love that track. What is the story behind the music on that one?
And, you know, I was thinking about writing something that was really relatable. And people are always getting caught up in something. And also, I was going through some things at the time too, and so when you get caught up in a situation, it could be good for you, it could be bad for you, but you know how sometimes that person is the one, regardless if they are good for you or they're not good for you. They're the one. You get caught in that situation, and no matter what, you're just gonna be down for that person, like ride or die for that. And then I started thinking maybe I wanted to be even more relatable, so I wrote it in a way where however it relates to you. Like if you're it could be with God, you're caught up with God, you have a real strong relationship with God, and so you caught up. Everything's beautiful with you and God, so that could be you're caught up. You could be in a happy relationship, or you could be in a bad relationship. So whatever that relationship is to you, however you relate to it, that's how you're caught up in that situation.
Now, are you dedicating this song for the men out there, Kari?
Well, let me tell you, in terms of my entire journey, my entire music journey, there's so many songs out there and that have been out there that put men down. So I'm all love and building men up.
All right,
so
now.
rather than say, I bust your windows out your car, or you always dogging me out, or I can't, pick up your pieces or whatever. I'm talking about you're a great man. I love you, and I'll build. I'm gonna make you a stronger man because I'm gonna love on you hard. So that's what my journey is. Most of my songs are all about, building up and love, just love. It's all about love for me.
All right. Thank you for that information. Wow. So, Kari, where are you calling from?
Newport Beach, California.
Can you say that again?
I am a Cali girl.
Can you say that again? I didn't hear you.
I live in Newport Beach, California. So I'm a Cali girl. You city girl.
All right, Cali girl. All right. And to all the other Cali natives out there, I have Kari Taylor on my show. And anyone's welcome to call the guest line number for free to give us a shout out. So as we move along in the show, I would like to introduce Kari to the listening audience. Now, Kari Taylor is a solo artist on the rise, and she is gaining momentum as an independent artist. Now, Kari, what would you say to the curious listeners out there about how would you introduce yourself to them?
I would just tell them, I'm Kari Taylor, and I'm an independent artist, working hard. It's really difficult for a lot of us independent artists, but my thing is never to give up. Work hard. Be true to your craft. Don't just say, I want to be a singer. Don't, say, hey, I want to be a singer, and don't do the work behind it. And a lot of people, want to quit their jobs to be an artist. Don't do that, because you have to be able to, especially an independent artist, if you're not signed to a major label, you have to be able to support your artistry. You have to be able to put your music out there. You have to pay for studio time. You have to pay for videos. You have to pay for your when you perform. You have to pay your team. You have to pay for your marketing, your developing. All that comes out of your money. So I did a long time ago try to just do it 100%. Just being an artist, and no, one thing, nobody likes a broke artist. So you have to be able to support yourself. You have to be able to work hard for your craft. Don't just, say you want to be an artist. It's more than that. It's more than you have to work out, because when you get on stage, you have to be in shape.
Yeah.
You have to rehearse.
Yeah.
Take time out, and get educated. Go to school.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and get your degree in music if that's what you want to do. If you want people to take you serious, you have to really, really know your craft and be your craft. Don't just, say, doing it. So I want to be a singer. It takes more than that,
I'm glad you put
and
that out.
Right. Yeah. Be able to write too. You know? So when I tell people I'm Kari Taylor, I'm telling them I'm Kari Taylor. I'm a true artist. I believe in what I do. I'm relatable. I'm not the type of artist that you can't approach. I'll never be that kind of artist where I'm too good to be approached. I'm very approachable.
Yeah.
And I'm all about being positive and putting and building up the positive. That's what I'm about. That's an artist. And that's what Kari Taylor is. She is music.
All right. And thank you for that introduction. Thank you. Now, your first single was Love Come Down, the remake. Is that true?
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I love it. I'll be playing that track at the end of the show. And you do neo soul, R&B, jazz, hip hop, and pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I do it all, and what I do is it's an infusion, really. I don't do like, okay, this song is hip hop, this song is R&B, this song is jazz. What I do is I infuse all three, all of them together.
Okay.
So that way you get a little feel of this, you get a little feel of that, and you go, hey, that feels like this. Oh wow, that feels like that. So that it encompasses all of those listeners. If you're listening, if you want something R&B, then you could still listen to my music. And if you're listening to jazz, if you like jazz, then you can still listen to my music because it's gonna be infused with all that. Even Love Come Down, that was done by my producer Wendell Wellman. He did the music, and he did a little house in that music. So we even encompassed house, infused house into that song, even though we kept the integrity, added a little fresh approach to it.
Yes. Now, how do you feel doing cover songs? Now, that's what you usually do when you're doing live performances. You do a repertoire of originals and top 40 old school covers?
Absolutely. And the reason why is because I'm an independent artist. So everybody doesn't know who I am. When I step on the stage, I don't know all those. All those people are not my listeners.
Yeah.
You have to do something that's familiar, something that they like, that's going to draw them in, and then you can bring in your originals, and then they might say, hey, well, I like that too, If you got strong enough music, strong enough originals, then they won't really know the difference.
Right.
You don't want to have karaoke sounding music and then get out there and then like, So you want your music be able to blend. Blend and be on the same level, be quality, be on the same level of that top 40 song, so that you can move, and then you can introduce yourself, and they can say, oh, well, where can I get some of your music from? And that's how you would do. So that's how I feel about doing covers. It's important. Now, I don't recommend doing covers if you are a new artist. Like I did that cover, but I don't think that was the right way I should have went, because it's hard to get your music played on the radio when it's a cover, especially if the artist is out there performing the song. And what happened with Love Come Down is I was able to get permission directly. First, I went to Evelyn Champagne King, and she told me she didn't write the song, so she referred me to Kashif. So I was able to meet Kashif and get permission directly from him to do the song, and then I had to get permission from the publishers, which was him and Sony. So I had to get that in writing, and then I had to buy
Sony
the license. Right. So I had to buy the license to be able to do the song. What I was told by radio was that it's better if you present your own originals when you're trying to get radio play, because what happened was right after I sent out my music, and I also gave a copy to Evelyn Champagne King. She wasn't doing anything at first, and all of a sudden she started going out there performing again. So when people would call the radio show and ask for my song, they'd play her song. You know, so I want to hear Love Come Down, but they'd be asking for my version, but they'd be playing her version. So to me, it didn't pan out. And plus, I didn't make any money off of that song. The only time you can really make money off of doing those types of songs if I performed the song live or something like that. So I wouldn't. The money the money that's made off that song goes to the writer and the publishing.
Right,
so,
right.
I don't recommend new artists doing that. Now, if you want to do it after you've already gotten your stuff heard and people kind of recognize who you are, then you can do a nice cover.
Right.
But other than that, I don't recommend it.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that info. Wow, that's some information right there. So I want to let everyone know I'm calling from Evansville, Indiana. And Kari Taylor, I would love for you to come to Evansville and perform Love Come Down, your version, because down here, Evansville is a small town, and we love black entertainment to come down here and tell us how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Doing the cover songs, because we got so-called artists we ain't never heard of doing nothing but cover songs. And it sounds like karaoke down here. And I'm like, we got to do a change to that. So, Kari, if you ever run through Evansville, Indiana, stop down through here and show us how it's done. So
I will certainly love to do that.
Yes, because you have a strong voice, and I'll be jumping up and plotting everything for you.
Oh, so, thank you so much.
Yeah, girl. I was like, oh my God, you're a breath of fresh air. And I was like, oh, she gonna do it. Yeah, I know she is. So as we move along in the show, let's talk about this new single, Smooth and Tight. Just the word, smooth and tight, gets you really reared up here. So what's the story behind this song right here?
Now, Smooth and Tight, that's a song about, that is really actually about my husband. I just, loved the way our relationship is. We've been together since, we were in high school. Since in high school, I've been with him. And, of course, every relationship has ups and downs, and you go through them. But I've never had to want for any. I've never been disrespected, in terms of him, straight out being a disrespectful person to me. Like I said, no relationship is perfect, and ours certainly has not been perfect. And we have gone through some trials and tribulations, but for the most part, when I write my music, I always wanted to do it like a journey. So do it like how you write a story, a book, and so you have the beginning of the book, and then it goes down in different stages. Well, so in that particular stage of my life, I was just so deep in love, and our relationship was so tight, smooth and tight. It was smooth and it was tight.
Okay.
So that's what that song was about. So
and I see that this track had made it real good in the charts in Canada and the UK.
Yeah. It's still doing good, and then people can also check it out. I was by a friend of mine. He has a radio show. It's called Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show, and his name is Rory Darvell. And so he was playing my music, and then his has a radio network, like it plays like a regular radio, like a regular station. And so he asked for artists, and I was one of them. So my song is in rotation on that network too, and that's a major network. So it's playing all over the place right now. So it's really doing good.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I have a caller sitting here waiting. Area code 313. Go ahead and speak. State your name.
I'm Daryl, calling in to support.
All right, Daryl.
Hi, Daryl.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm in sunny California. Just decided to call in support. Love her music. Support her in every venture that she has. And Smooth and Tight is the grown folks edition to jazz. It's a jazz. It's the type of song that you can play and drive down the coast and just relax and chill. You know, in today's society, we all go through so much, and that's one of the songs that just takes you away and allows you to relax and kick back and allow you to think of good times. So that's what I like about it.
Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you. Now, Daryl is my brother. And Daryl has supported me through everything. He's also a promoter, and he put me on all of his shows. So he's a really, really strong supporter. You know, you have some people that support you and some people that you don't. And he's one of the ones that I could depend on supporting me.
Right.
So I really appreciate you calling in. I really do. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in. Stay tuned in, and we have a lot to talk about. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and play Smooth and Tight so everybody can relax, like your brother said. And you stay in that hot seat, Kari. We'll be right back. Here is Smooth and Tight, everyone.
long
right. Y'all heard it here on my platform here. Smooth and Tight by Kari R. Taylor. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Yes. What is that ultimate desire, Kari, which you want all your fans to get out of this new single, Smooth and Tight?
Well, I'm trying to transition to just doing, the jazz and R&B. So what I want them to get out of it is to be able to relax. I'm all about the positive love and positivity right now. There's so much hurt, pain, drama, negativity in this world right now, and people need positive things to hold on to. Mental health is real, and people are losing it. So if I could just give them one thing, one moment, how long is the song? What, 3-4 minutes? 3 or 4 minutes?
It's 4 minutes. Yeah, it's over 4 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, so if I can give them 4 minutes of relaxation, of just take them away just for those 4 minutes, that's what I want to do. So I'm in the studio now. It's going slowly because other people, like I said, everybody's going through some things, so I have to kind of be patient with my producer and everything. But this new music that I'm doing is basically going to be jazz and R&B, and it's going to be very relatable.
Okay.
But it's going to be music that is going to be soothing and that can relax them. So it's going to be a little different, but it's going to be, something like when you take a bath and you just want to relax and woo-saw.
Yeah.
It's going to be that kind of music, and that's what I want people to get out of it. I want them to get some positivity out of it, some love out of it. I want them to get some relaxation and a moment of peace, out of it.
Thank you so much. Oh, my gosh. I can hug you right now. Good Lord. The world's gone crazy. What is the website information of yours, Kari Taylor, for all our listeners to be able to follow up with you? And give your social media information as well. Go right ahead.
Okay. So they can contact me. All of my music is there. If they want to purchase my music too, they can go to KariRTaylor.com. That's KARIRTaylor.com. KariRTaylor.com. And there they'll find out not only am I a singer, but I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm also a philanthropist. I helping the elderly and children. I'm actually my foundation is called the Hush Foundation. I'm actually reorganizing it though because of COVID. It's really kind of difficult to do things for kids nowadays because nobody's trusting anybody with their kids. So, but I do have a program that supports the elderly, so I'm going to be enhancing that program. So look forward to that's called the hushfoundation.org. That's THEHUSH foundation.org. And I'm gonna be enhancing that elderly program to go out and help the elderly. I lost my mom in March. I had put down a lot of my performances. I just stopped doing everything and took care of my mom. And in doing that, it just showed me the real need for people to be there for their parents. You know, I know a lot of people who have lost their parents. You know, Some have lost mother and father at the same time. Some have lost, their mother. Some have lost their father. I've lost all my fathers. I have 2 fathers. I have lost them both. I've lost all my grandparents. I've lost uncles and aunts. But nothing was like losing my mother. And when your mother goes, there's a hole there, like they say that.
Come on now, Kari.
You were attached to the umbilical cord. And so when your mom passes away, it's like that umbilical cord is just gone now. There's a hole there. So I saw my mom, she's a strong woman. That's where I get my strength from. I saw my mom suffer for 6 years and never complained, always had a smile on her face, and she couldn't speak, move, or do anything. All she could do was sit there and look at you. But you could tell in her was love, because me and my brothers and sisters all loved her hard. Each one of us loved her in our own way, the best that we could, but what we could do. And we took very good care of her. And my mother had 5 strokes and a heart attack, and that she should have lived as long as she did. But because of the love that she got from her kids, taking care of her, she lived a while. So because of that, I want to give back to even other elderly. So I'm going to be enhancing my program to do that. So they can reach me on thehushfoundation.org. My music, my website is KariRTaylor.com. I have Instagram, which is KariRTaylor.com. Twitter, Kari R. Taylor. It's Kari R. Taylor. I'm sorry, not .com. Just Kari R. Taylor for Instagram. Kari R. Taylor for Twitter. Kari R. Taylor for TikTok.
Okay.
And Facebook, I have 2 pages.
Okay.
One is Kari R. And the other one is Kari.R.
Okay.
But they could just go to my Kari R. Taylor music page, and I'd like to just get that page going because Kari R. Taylor is kind of full. I can't get any more on that one. That's already at its 5,000 friends. And then the other one, I can take people on that one on my second page, but I really want people to start engaging my page, my music page, and that's Kari R. Taylor Music. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for that information. Wow, because I was looking for you on TikTok and Twitter and IG, and I'm like, she's all over the place here. I just got to get the right name in there right. But thank you for putting that out there, the right information. I have several people sitting behind the calling lines here. I'm going to start off with area code 559. Go ahead and speak now, please. Go right ahead.
Hi, this is BJ, a.k.a. Brenda, and I just want to call in. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for calling in.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, BJ is a stylist.
Yes.
BJ is a stylist, and she can style. If you want something blinged out, she has an organization that supports Michael Jackson. So, BJ, you could tell them about that, but mainly I'm glad you called in. Thank you so much for calling in and supporting me. I appreciate you.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm just going to keep the spotlight on you, Kari R. Taylor, because it's like you just need to know that you are an anointed artist, and your music transcends to every individual that has the opportunity to listen to your voice, because you have a healing voice. And I just wanted the host to know that she is loved in so many ways with her personal being and her music. I had the opportunity, and I have the opportunity to just listen to her vocals, and I'm telling you, it's so soothing. And sometimes, just like she said, when you're going through a little something and you tune in to her vocals, it's like a healing.
Yeah.
I'm a witness, and I just wanted to shine in on that to let her know that you're absolutely right. When someone is going through something, and I know I'm not the only one, that to put on your particular songs and just hear your angelic voice is so healing and soothing. And I just want to just encourage you to keep on keeping on and knowing that doors are opening, and you just prepare yourself to walk in. And I appreciate Miss Brenda for allowing you on her platform for the interview. And you both keep doing what you're doing and opening up doors and opportunities for people to just have a platform to come and express.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me. I appreciate you. But thank you so much, BJ.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you, BJ. Wow.
Absolutely.
Thank you, BJ. Yes. Yes. So as we move along, and thank you for calling in, and thank you for your supporting me and my platform. And Kari, you have, yes, and just stay online. We have more to discuss with Kari. So I will go to the next caller, and the next caller's area code is 424. Go right ahead, caller. Speak. Say your name.
Hi, this is Rory Darvell out of Los Angeles, California.
All right.
Hi, Rory.
Surprise.
Rory, hi. Calling in.
Gotcha. Yeah, I told her I couldn't call in. I was busy. I told her I couldn't call in. I could listen. Well, I always got to do stuff. I always have to do things differently. But I have a question for the host, and then I'm going to talk about Kari because she kind of ties into the question that I'm going to ask you, Brenda.
Okay.
What state are you in? Is your station in?
I mentioned that I am calling from Evansville, Indiana.
Okay, so you're in Evansville. What is the state or people's attitude towards R&B music out there?
It is it is at a high level, very high level. Jazz and R&B is at a high level here in Evansville. Okay.
Do they feel like it's like something that's dead, or because they don't get a lot? I mean, or there's a lot of more old school. I mean, do you guys get a lot of new music there as far as R&B is concerned, or do you just mostly focus on like old school? Or
we accept all music timetables. It doesn't matter if it's newly released or old school. We very seldom get artists that come through here because they drive right past Evansville and hit Louisville, Kentucky, Chicago, Indianapolis, Tennessee, and Georgia. We're just right smack in the surrounding other cities. So they go right past Evansville and never heard of Evansville. So I'm trying to invite a lot of R&B and jazz artists here.
I was asking that question. The reason I asked was because this ties into Kari. What I'm doing is introducing people like Kari. I mean, Kari's been around for years. Not like I'm breaking ground with her, so to speak. She's actually helping me in what I'm doing because we have a lot of the industry does not promote or look for artists like Kari.
Come on now.
And so this is what I was saying. And so what Kari helps me do, because she is an artist, I play several of her songs on my show, and the station plays a couple of her songs on the show as well. I was asking that question because people, there's a lot of Kari Taylors around the country who don't get the record industry isn't looking for them. And I'm no big guy here in radio. It's a new thing and so I know that if I can find these artists and these artists come around, that the industry can, but they're not looking. So I try to find other platforms like yours, so we can bring out these Kari Taylors and these people that are, and so we can make it and get that R&B and let people know that there's new R&B out here. I love old school. I'm a slave to old school R&B and love it. Grew up on it. But it's time that these artists like the Kari Taylors, like I'm saying, I keep bringing her up, because she is an artist. She can sing live. And I like the line I see on this old French review where he says, my microphone is on. And so she's not lip syncing or she's not studio. She actually could, the way she sounds on her records is how she'll sound when you hear her on the stage. Okay. And there's plenty of them. And so what I'm doing is looking to connect.
Okay.
Like, so, you know, if your station, I mean, I don't know exactly what your platform does, but if you guys play music and things, what I'm trying to do is connect these dots. I have a thing that I say that support goes in a circle. And so that we can all build together, force the industry to have to start, because and let people know that, hey, there's R&B out here. There's artists out here that's doing it. You don't have to, because we are a well-rounded people. We can do the ratchet, we can do classy, we can do it all, but they just want to perpetuate around the world the ratchet part of us.
Yeah.
And I'm here to say we have classy, we have the R&B that we used to grow up on in the 70s. Yeah. My thing is, I want to see us dancing together again. We don't dance together because we don't have music to dance together. To get close and hold each other and tell my man and tell my woman that's black, my queens and kings, that I love you. You're not a B and an H and just that, and you're not a deadbeat daddy and all that. That's what they perpetuate around the world in music. And our black love is in R&B. And they're trying to make it seem as if it's faded out. And it is not. It's not that it's faded out. It's that you're not trying to find it. Because, I have to give credit where credit is due. Tank said it. He said it's not our violence that they're afraid of. It's our love. Yeah. And Kari Taylor's music is love. You don't hear no negative. She's talking about her man. She like the song Smooth and Tight. That's their relationship. That's that strong black love that does exist.
Yeah, come on now.
And she has other songs. You know, she knows my favorite is Caught Up. You know, I love that song. You know, that's my personal favorite on that song. She knows that. But I'm just saying, there are a lot of Kari Taylors that are out here, and I want your people to know, your listeners to know. We used to where we just turn on the radio and they would bring us the music. We get whatever our R&B station was, and I don't know how it is in Evansville. Yeah. We only have one here in LA now. We used to have 4 R&B stations. We only have one, and it's hanging on by a thread. Thank God for Stevie Wonder, because he's the owner of that station. We got more than one, but they're into hip hop. But they got R&B and hip hop titled on the radio stations, but they're playing the ratchet R&B. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so what I can do is start sending the music to the radio stations here in my town and give them a wake-up call. And usually you have to stay on them because they like to keep the same music that they play every week on rotation. Bingo. And when you try to break in there and like, here, play this, you know what I'm saying? Just come on, play this. You know, they don't want to do that because they think that won't bring the ratings in. But, you know, it ain't got nothing to do with trying to bring the ratings in. You need to break the monopoly. You got to bring in some new R&B that's going on today. And it just break the monopoly of the rotations that they've been doing for weeks, for months, for years. And they need to come on and start a new rotation here. So, yeah,
and people want to hear. People want to hear fresh new artists. You know, even if the program manager is bound to these large
corporations.
You know, people, right. That doesn't mean that those are the best singers all over the world. Yeah, that they have the best music all over the world. Of, like Rory said, there's a lot of artists like myself who don't get the opportunity because these major labels are paying for the time for their artists to be put on that 20. How many songs is on that list? 20. and they play those 20 songs every day. And then next day they play 20 more. But they never play any indie artists that are really good. And that's the Rory's show is because he does do that. He does look for the indie artists. He plays those indie artists, and he has opened the door for us. I should not say those, but me, to be able to have my music listened to all over the world on a major network. So it's a good. I'm really, really, be honest with you, I'm loving this. The fact that if you guys can connect, then that means that our music can get into your town, and then you can have, your town, send our music to somewhere. This is a really good thing that's happening right now, and I would really hope you guys would.
It's happening.
Connect numbers, get numbers and stuff, and and really get this going, because this is what we need as an indie artist. This is what we live for. We live for to be able to get our music on the radio.
I want to make this point, and then I'm going to let you get back to it. I know you have other callers. This is important to say this, if I may. The thing is, I was saying about the radio stations. Back in the day, we could just turn on the radio, and they would bring us the new music. Here's Rick James. Here's Michael Jackson. They bring it to us. They're not bringing it to us now. But I talked to somebody in the UK. I have some listeners in the UK, and they were saying they look for the music. This is how there was a person, one of the artists that I play. He lives in Baltimore. I've never met him. Most of the artists, I've never met them. They're out of state. He said a woman in Germany who was listening to my show told him about my show. Another guy in the UK, he told me about a woman who lives in Alabama. So they live here in this country, but these people outside of the U.S., they look for R&B music. We don't look for it because we're trained to wait for them to bring it to us. Radio, the industry knows that. So we have to draw them in to us. That's why I tell my artists, tell the people about who's playing your music so they know where to come. Yeah. Tell them about us as we tell them about you. Same thing with your station. If this is what you do on your platform, then if you're playing artist music, you need to tell your artists, hey, tell them about you, because we have to bring them to us. They're not looking for us because they're not trained to look for us. They're not trained to look for the music. They're used to just turning on the radio, and what's being brought to them, they listen to, and that's it. Where outside
and that
the
is
U.S.,
true,
they
because
look for
that's how my music has gotten on. That's true, because that's how my music has gotten in the UK, and it's how it's gotten into Canada. Because those DJs are on my connected with me on my Facebook, and they said they DM me. They say, "Hey, I love your music.
Yeah,
can you play it? Can we play it?" And I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah, the guys, in the UK and Canada, they are really good at what they're doing. I don't know what's going on with the U.S., the United States, but they need to catch up. So, I got your phone number.
Hate is an agenda. Hate is an agenda.
What is your name? What is your name? What is your name exactly?
Rory Darvel. Rory Darvel. Darvel is my name. Mm-hmm.
I will be giving you a call later after the show. So we got to get off of here, and I'm going to get one more caller. One more caller. The next caller is 323 area code.
Thank you, Rory. I appreciate you calling in. Go ahead.
Okay. 323 area code. Did you want to speak? I guess not. So as we move along in the show, Kari, you have any upcoming events?
I do. I have this is going to be a private party, actually. One of my producers and my engineer, they're getting married. So I want to give a shout-out to Paula Jones and Lenny Jones on their upcoming anniversary. I appreciate him. He's responsible for mixing and mastering my songs and recording my vocals. So I want to give a shout out to him. Thank you for everything that you've ever done for me. And so I'll be performing at their private party. They really wanted me to do I'm Moving Up. That's their favorite. I'm Moving Up is their favorite because that's a motivational song.
Yeah. I'm Moving Up. That's what
I did the video on, and that's a motivational. During the time we were in locked in the house, COVID time, so I was able to get that done during COVID when we were locked in. So that song is to build everybody as well. Young girls, women, men. If you're going through something, it's to build you up so that you can, we talked about having that woosah moment, being able to be motivated to greatness, to do great things. So my producer, I mentioned his name again, Wendell Wellman, really, really good musician. When I tell you my lyrics and melodies and his music, it's just every song that you hear, that was both of us.
Okay.
And so we write really well together, and we come up with really, really good ideas together. He comes up with good ideas. I come up with good ideas, and we just make it happen. So that song, I'm Moving Up, is one of those motivating songs. But
yes, I love the video, by the way.
Yeah. So that's the video. That's one of the things everything that I've done, I've had to pay for it myself as an indie artist. So that's why I was talking about earlier about, artists being able to invest in themselves that way. And so, yeah, that's what I want to say to them. Love on each other and be positive. Throw away the negativity and love on everybody.
All right. Well, thank you for all that information. Now, you said you got some future music projects, some new music coming up later in the year?
Yeah, I am. It's going slowly, but it's going. Working on the album. It's really going to be me. A lot of times somebody says, why don't you do this or why don't you do this? And I'm like, okay. But this time, these songs are really, really thought out. They're like, I don't want to really say this word because it'll give the idea away, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, you don't have to say much. Just say
I'm not going to say that. But what I do want to say, right? So what I do want to say is that the music will be like a journey.
Okay.
And each song is well thought out of. It tells us some information about my life, about other people's lives, and it's just not about. It's about a collective, different people's lives and experiences. And so telltale. So
all right.
It's going to be very interesting, but it's going to be good and it's going to be solid. So that's what's coming up in terms of my performances and my music. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you for all that information. Now, at this time, you're more than welcome to give a shout out to all those lovely people that have been supporting you in your music journey. Go right ahead, Kari.
I want to give a shout out to number one. I know everybody does this when they're about to get an award or something. They always want to thank God. Well, I do want to say God is not in the music business or the entertainment business, okay? I just want to say that. But at the same time, I do want to give all of my success and all of my good writing and all of my love and the way I am. I want to. It's not me. It's Jehovah God. without Jehovah God, and when I say I literally lean on him, I do. And I try to be a good person, and I try to do the right things and make right decisions, wise decisions. And so that I want to do first. So all praises go to Jehovah God because he's the creator of all things. Because of him, I don't do anything without connecting with him first. So
That's
anything
right.
that you guys feel, anything, any love you feel, any soothing from my vocals that you feel is all because of the gift that he gave me. So that's first and foremost. I'd like to give a shout out to my family, my husband, who is sick right now. So I went from taking care of my mom now to taking care of my husband, but I want to give a shout out to him because he's been, an awesome dude and, in my corner. So I want to give a shout out to my children, all of my family members, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, all of you guys. I want to give a shout out to them because, I get love and support from some of them. And so I want to, I appreciate all of my family. I even have friends, best friends. So my cousins are my best friends. Susan Patterson, Rosalind Bledsoe, Rosalind Keel. I want to give a shout out to them. To my daughter, Brandy Taylor, who's an awesome dancer. I want to give a shout out to her. And thank you for all of your support and your love. And definitely want to give a shout out to Rory Darvell for putting my music out there, to the folks in Canada, folks in UK. Want to give a shout out to them. Want to shout out to another person that his name is Jewett Bostic. Jewett Bostic, I did some work, background work on his music. Do one song, but I ended up doing like most of the songs on the album. So I want to give a shout out to Jewett Bostic. The name of the album is called Shades of Blue. And what he did was he used my vocals as an instrument more than a vocal. And I had never been pushed that way vocally before. So it's an amazing album. People should go out and take a listen to the album. And it's based off of the guitar player. I can't remember his name now. But anyway, go out and get Shades of Blue and listen to that because you can hear a whole different type of music that I was involved in that. So I want to give a shout out to him. Want to give a shout out to Wendell Wellman. Thank you for being my writing partner and my producer. Appreciate that. Lenny Jones, same thing. Appreciate you for the same thing, for being my producer and my engineer, my producer and my engineer. So that's
all
it,
right. Well, let's give everyone an applause that they will keep on supporting you.
Oh, DJ. Yeah, I want to do shout out to BJ too. Give a shout out to BJ.
Well, that applause will go out to everyone that you mentioned and everyone that you have deep in your heart.
BJ too.
All
BJ
right.
Too.
Oh, yeah, BJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
don't forget BJ and Rosalind Bledsoe. Love you, girl.
So we're coming to an end of our party. I want to thank everyone for calling in and participating to call in on my show and talk to Kari R. Taylor. She has this new single, which is Smooth and Tight, and it is smooth. And tell everyone your website information and your organization again, Kari.
It's my website is KariRTaylor.com. That's KariRTaylor.com. And my nonprofit website is thehushfoundation.org. Thehushfoundation.org. And I did want to give a shout out to one more person. That's Renelle Wormley, my cousin. I'm praying for you, girl. She's taking care of my Auntie Beatrice, and so she's going through what I went through, and she's there for me. And so I'm there for her. So I just wanted to shout out to her, too, for that. My Aunt Carol.
All right. And thank you for that information. Go check out Kari R. Taylor on all her social media platforms and her website. And Smooth and Tight is playing on mostly major streams. Is that correct, Kari?
That's correct.
Yes. So
you can go to the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show and hear it. You can go to the Real Urban Radio Network and hear it. You can go to the UK. It's the I think it's the Music Cafe 61. You can go to Terex Radio. That's in the UK. That's in Canada. And BCFM, I think it is. It's called is another one. So yeah, you can go to all those stations. And now you can go to Brenda's Blog Talk Radio.
Yes,
Lady D live and listen to it.
Yes, I'll be playing it again at the end of the show. And if anyone have missed this show will be presented on most major streams, even in other countries and the UK and Canada. If anyone missed the show, you get to hear what Kari R. Taylor is saying about her singles and other things that's going on in her life. Any words of encouragement, Kari, that you would like to give to those that are still suffering in the world today? Any encouraging words you'd like to give, Kari, as we
Yes. Absolutely. Number one, if you don't have the Creator in your life, get him in your life, because we're living in the last days. Draw close to God, because that is important. He'll help you do whatever you can go through, no matter what. He will help you. Sometimes when I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent and the check came in the mail, okay? There's times when I didn't know what I was going to do mentally. So I got a phone call. I got some encouragement. There are times when I was depressed, out of the blue. I got a telephone call from somebody encouraging me. So bring God into your life and keep him there and stay close to him. That's number one. Number two, get rid of all negative, toxic people and relationships out of your life.
That part right there.
Because it only brings you down. If they can't be positive, if they can't build you, they don't need to be in your life. You don't need to be around them. Bad associations spoil useful habits. If they ain't no good for you, get rid of them. The third thing, stay positive. Love on people. You can forgive people. Be forgiving. Be forgiving, but you can forgive somebody and still not associate with them. Because if they're toxic, the forgiveness is for you. It's not for them. It's for you. It's for you to be forgiven. Because if you don't forgive and you do something and you want the Creator to forgive you, do you think that's fair? Because we do all kinds. We're imperfect. All kinds of things that are wrong every day. That some of the things are wrong. We don't even know they're wrong. But we are imperfect people. We do things every day. But if we don't forgive other people, how can we ask him to forgive us? So be forgiving. Show love. A lot of people talk love. Oh, I love you. I love you. Love you. Love you. But then your actions don't show it. So show love. Be about love. Because if you're about love, you ain't got time to be negative. You ain't got time to be toxic if you being about love. Smile. Smile. The Creator bless us with a beautiful day every day. Do you ever stop to smell the flowers? Or do you just go through your day before you know it, the day is ended? Or do you before my mother passed away, I used to do that. I would go before I wake up, go through my routine before I knew it is dark time. Oh, time to go to bed. Now, when I go outside, I can hear the birds chirping. And I stop by and I look. Not only do I hear the birds, but I stop and I look around like, where is that bird coming from? Oh, and then I see the beauty in the birds, the flowers. I don't just walk by a flower no more. I look at it and smell it, look at the creation. Be about, enjoy your life. You only got one. You only got one. And every day that goes down, you can't get that day back. So be positive. Show love. Somebody don't show love to you. They want to compete against you. They don't want to support you. Brush them off your shoulders. Surround yourself with people who do. That's why Rory said, and we all say, support goes into a circle. We saying it now because he said it first, but support goes in a circle. So support. Surround yourself with people that support you, that love you, that upbuild you, and make you even more successful. Because you can't be successful if you worry about this person said this about you, or this person said that about you, or this person, you up something, then they're gonna put up something, that's better. Or you put something, they're gonna wait a while. They ain't gonna like your likes or like you or nothing like that. And they're gonna wait, and then they put something up, and then you be yourself. If you like what they put up, go on and like it. Don't be nasty like them. Be about love. Be about positivity. Remove the toxic relationships. Remove the toxic people. Remove the next. I don't even let people get as far as my hand with negativity anymore. I used to even say negative things. I don't even do it no more. If that person, if somebody's negative, I'm gonna tell you, hey, don't do that. Don't say that to me. Make people respect your boundaries. Don't talk to me like that. I don't like that. Go over there with that. Because I want peace. I want peace. And that's what you need to have, peace. And I want you guys to all join me in this love and positivity movement. Start seeing people on their social media talking about love. If we do that, we get enough people doing it, and more people catch on, and more people catch on, and more people catch on, pretty soon the world will be about love. When you look at the TV, nothing but negative on the news. No good news, all negative news. Everybody crime rising. Be about love, and the world will become love. And that's right. Those are my words of wisdom.
All right. Thank you, Kari.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. I really appreciate you for giving me this platform to be myself.
Yes.
And to show people who I am.
Yes.
And for playing my music.
My pleasure.
My gift to everybody is my music.
Well, I'm a new fan. I'll be watching and following behind you for life, girlfriend. I feel like you a sister next door. My gosh.
Yes.
And I want to thank. Yes, girl. I want to thank everybody for calling in. Check out Kari R. Taylor on all her social media platforms, and go to her website. Download and stream her music. Yes, she has it going on. She is up and rising and gaining momentum. Yes, she is. This is Brenda Moss for Lady Diva Live Radio signing out. I'll be playing Smooth and Tight and Love Come Down. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is Lady Diva signing out. Happy weekend, everybody. Be safe. Stay positive. And you know what you got to do. Get close to God. All right. And thank you, Kari R. Taylor. You are more than welcome to come back on the show with your new music projects. And I'll be keeping in touch. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.